first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Now Cousins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Inside the 20. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and the Bears are in. Shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And shedding through the tackle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Monday.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
To throw is Milton. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The Niners at 7-5 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Set. Set, go.
Here's Milton now to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Go.
Here's Milton. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Avoids him at the 40. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Here's Stafford. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set. Drill right, 22.
Now Stafford. He finds his target, Allen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Set. White 7. Hey, 22. Easy, alert!
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
59. 20 hot.
Now Stafford. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw is Stafford. The pass caught by Olave. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 2 yards still to go, 3rd down now. To the air again, Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
10.
Stafford. Touchdown! Chris Olave. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 35, here's 2nd down at 7.
Come on, set.
Throwing is Milton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Here we go. Ready.
Milton. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Set up.
Now Milton. Over the middle to Evans. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 2.
Set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Cougar 19. Hup.
To throw, it's Milton. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ready, ready. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now Ryland for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Back to throw now on first down. And this one caught downfield by Evans. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Mike Evans, 60 yards. And the Niners are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And running with power here. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Throwing is Stafford. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break, Stafford. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that's going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, Good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Hamler now on the return. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
18 Rattler.
To throw is Milton. Looking deep here for Chase. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Goodwin. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Hey, 70.
Back to throw, Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's Milton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Milton now to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Let's go now.
Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's got this down to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Shut up. Set go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Robinson's got it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll look to throw again. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Milton. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey McBride laying himself out in the end zone. And the 49ers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Santos now to add the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League audience. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Now Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to Robinson now on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19.
Throwing is Milton. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Robinson is in. Touchdown, 49ers. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now the point after try for Santos. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. He finds his target, Allen. On the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ready.
Here's Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Double right. And middle.
Stafford. Touchdown, Bears. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford.
And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here's 2nd down.
Back to throw.
Pass complete to Robinson.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Come on. Set.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And that's caught by Williams.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Ready up. Here we go.
He'll look to throw.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
But just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10.
He's back to throw.
There's a short one caught by Ryman.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
Set.
Milton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go.
To throw, it's Milton. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
This is 1st and 10. To throw is Milton. And this is caught by Evans. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's in for the touchdown with the clock reading triple zeros. And the extra point, if they hit it, will send this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets...
So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Now it's Stafford. Oh, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're at on the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football, and probably third down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Fights off the defender. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
48 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
On the set. Come on, come on.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the 49ers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week.